I'm just getting off a rather long elliptical session, and I noticed something peculiar. I wasn't watching a movie. I was watching YouTube, and not just YouTube, but whatever the algorithm was choosing to feed to me. And this is something that is pretty new, but is happening more often than not. It used to be that I'd hop on there, and if I wanted to go for a long time, it would be a movie, because YouTube just couldn't hold my attention long enough to keep me on the machine. But now, mid-May in 2023, it seems that the world is changing so quickly that I need to keep up. So there's a part of me that's like, uh-oh, what's going on in the world of AI? How is this going to change what I do? Am I even going to get to write a book? Like, will books so quickly become irrelevant that no one will write them or buy them anymore? So I'm tuning in to lots of videos on AI and technology and its evolution. And I watched one today that inspired me to make this video. A YouTube creator telling you the top 5 AI tools that everybody must use in 2023. Why? In their words, these tools allow you to remove all of the mundane tasks that were taking up your day, and now suddenly you can edit in 2.5 minutes instead of 10 hours, and you've got all this free time. To do what? I don't know. But that's beside the point. They used the word mundane to describe tasks that you don't want to do, things that are boring, things that should be avoided. And as technology increases, we can get rid of more and more of these mundane tasks. So if we go back to the roots of that word, mundane, it comes from the recent French mondial, which means of the world, which comes from the Latin word mundus, which means worldly. So there were 2 categories back in Latin Roman times. You had the church and you had the world. And the church dealt with everything spiritual, and everything else was that of the world, the purview of the world itself, the mundane. So why should you care about this? Because we are creating a new type of spirituality. It's a technological or scientific spirituality. We have these abstract virtual environments that we spend a hell of a lot of time in. And then, yeah, this thing called the world, this thing called my body in the world. And who wants that? And this terrifies me, because we are very quickly giving up on that which is of the world. And we are moving into a domain that is not a godly domain, but one controlled by a few corporations who are looking at their bottom line. And they really just want our eyeballs addicted to their technology, which they control. Facebook does not belong to the people. Twitter does not belong to the people. And whatever new environments come about that people get sucked into are not going to belong to the people that use it. You're going to be directed and guided through that experience by very smart people, and increasingly by AI. And this thing called the world is going to become less and less interesting. So a huge part of my process is to embrace the mundane task, the activities that bring you into the here and now, the activities that cause you to re-inhabit your body, not sit in a chair forgetting that you have a body off in some virtual abstract space that's controlled by some big corporation, but to be in the mundane task and to be present and to learn and to grow through the repeated practice that one goes through in order to get good at everything. But if the computer can get good for you and you don't have to, you don't grow. The technology companies do, their bank accounts do, but you're not growing. You're just a consumer with fewer and fewer skills because you're outsourcing more and more of your work to algorithms, machines, etc., at the expense of your own growth. So when I heard this person talk about doing away with mundane tasks, it sent shivers up my spine, because I believe that this world only becomes a better place when we actually recognize the place that we're standing in and look around and say, oh wow, this is the world. What can we do to take care of it? Versus let me quickly run into some virtual world and forget about the one that I'm actually in. Because I don't want to do away with the things that bring us into the world, that bring us into the here and now. I want to celebrate those things. I want to celebrate being a person engaged in an activity in this moment, right here, right now, and in control of my experience versus being directed by some AI algorithm that somebody else is profiting from. All right, just had to share that because we're so quick to create the beast and open Pandora's box and just be lost. And I want to do what I can to hopefully put on the brakes a little bit. All right, see you in the next one.